Inside North Korea after 5 years of isolation. Lock in.
On the 20th of February 2025, I became the first British tourist to gain access to North Korea in over 5 years. I am not a journalist, I have no political agenda, and I do not support the regime of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Welcome to the very, very cold Yanji, northeast China. 20 kilometers in that direction lies a country so secretive that when I was flying in, we had to close the blinds on the windows of the plane because we weren't allowed to look outside. Tomorrow...
What? Would you get arrested if you didn't follow that? They don't let you look out the window of the plane because you'll see all the fucking huts, dude. Because they model their cities so it looks good when you're on the inside and then all the outskirts look like shit. You can actually see it on Google Earth.
Tomorrow morning, I'll be among the first group of non-Russian tourists in over 5 years to step foot inside North Korea. Without any further ado, roll the cliche intro featuring a compilation of news reporters saying the words North Korea over and over and over and over again.
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea.
British travel influencer Mike O'Kennedy, one of the first Western tourists to visit North Korea since before the pandemic.
I would be so nervous to be in North Korea, dude. I want to go. Like, I would love to see what it's like. But you would just be constantly worried that you would break some rule they have that would then get me imprisoned or tortured. Why would you want to go? To see what the fuck they deal with, dude. There are people that live in North Korea and only have ever been in that mindset. They literally, like, have, not a lot of them try to escape. There's a lot of people, we watched a video on North Korean escapees, or defectors, rather. But there are people that are, like, genuinely brainwashed inside of North Korea and, like, believe that the outside world is horrible and Americans, like, are savages and are, like, fucking, like, demons, right?
Looks like North Korea's back on the menu, boys. It's the most isolated country on Earth, and since January 2020, it's been completely closed to the outside world. Until now. While 13 of North Korea's administrative divisions remain closed, one has opened up. Rason. Not only is it the one place in the world...
All right, YouTube video idea. Going in the middle of a North Korean city, dropping acid, and seeing what happens. That would be the worst trip anybody would ever experience in their entire life. Being hallucinating in North Korea, just trying to keep calm, instantly shot. I think you would die before you came off the acid. Somebody would kill you. Oh, 100%.
...world where Russia, China, and North
I'm not like saying a citizen would. Like the government would grab you.
Korea, the three bad boys of Eastern politics, stand side by side. It also happens to be North Korea's controlled experiment with foreign trade. Come with me on this two-part series as we step into the most secretive and isolated country on Earth, North Korea. Hello, I'd like to speak to literally anyone outside of North Korea. No, didn't think so.
Now, before we head into North Korea, let's clear up a few things. This is going to be unlike anything I've ever filmed, and that's because North Korea is unlike anywhere I've ever been. I like to do things solo, unaccompanied, whereas I'm going to be very accompanied. I'll be with a tour group and a tour guide. It's the only way that you can see North Korea is with a tour. I like to do things unplanned. This is going to be very planned. The next 5 days have been meticulously planned months in advance.
Yeah, because they don't want to show you specific things. They kind of map you out on where you're going to go the entirety of that trip. I remember watching, I think it was a Vice documentary, where they did the same thing and they wouldn't let them leave. Like, they tried to divert from the tour group and they would not let them. Why do they do this? Because they want to have good publicity for their country, and they like inviting, like, they were closed off for a while, but they enjoy having tourists mapped out and given a very meticulously planned tour, because then they will broadcast North Korea in the best possible light that it can be broadcasted. If you let individual independent journalists that aren't corrupted by anything explore North Korea willy-nilly, they're going to see the worst possible things they can, and broadcast them to the public, which will make North Korea look even shittier.
To do things as uncensored as possible. Now, this is North Korea. The rules are different. I'd imagine there's going to be things that we can and can't do, things we can and can't see. But what we're going to do is what we always do and go in with an open mind, with an unbiased perspective, and I promise you, I'll be showing you exactly what it is I see.
Who's that one kick streamer that got arrested in South Korea? Imagine if he went to North Korea. I don't think he would ever go because he would realize he would probably get killed. Not Jack Doherty. Johnny Somali. Yeah, get Johnny Somali in North Korea, dude. See how that fucking goes. First guy he walks up to. Nice uniform, loser. Immediately handcuffed, bag over his head. They didn't like, he fucking starts his stream. Oh, nice hat there, buddy. Starts playing Gummo on the fucking speaker. They just immediately throw him into a van. He's just like, oh, just touched down. He doesn't even get off the plane. He's like on the strip. He's like, he doesn't even get the 2 words out, just gone.
This is the Chinese border going into North Korea, and it's a border that quite literally hasn't been used in over 5 years by a tourist. It'll be interesting to see what the Koreans check. My phone, my camera, my passport, my 47 copies of the DVD, Team America World Police, and I'll try and document the entire process.
I'd be putting weird shit in my bag to see what they say. What do you put in your bag? He's like going through your bag in front of you. You just, you bring like a Moby Huge, just like a 3-foot dildo. He like opens it up and you're just like. He's like, what is this? I'm just trying. What do you mean?
After crossing the bridge over the Tumen River, the body of water separating China and North Korea, our passports were checked, stamped, and then we were instructed to list every electronic device in our
How cold is it in North Korea, dude? This is a frozen lake.
possession. That list had to match our items on the way out, not because they're worried about what we might take with us, but because they're concerned about what we might leave behind. You're not allowed to bring anything that could be considered politically sensitive, such as a book about North Korea or a USB containing external political content.
I just bring like Joe Biden memes, like very basic iFunny AI generated. What's that one? I just have a big poster of this. They're like, you're not allowed to bring this in here. Why not? You just try to smuggle it in.
Just like that, we're in North Korea. Let's see what planned adventures there are for us over the next 5 days. Starting with a bus through the countryside. Let's see what we can see.
Is that guy ice fishing? He's escaping. I feel like he'd be moving quicker. No way this guy's trying to escape.
The very first thing that struck me was the sheer amount of farmland. With 80% of North Korea covered in mountains, every available piece of usable land is dedicated to farming, and I mean every single piece. This isn't just due to necessity, but also stems from the country's core ideology of self-reliance, which prioritizes producing as much of its own food as possible rather than depending on imports. We were also told that the country doesn't use any form of chemical fertilizer. The residents are asked to collect their own bodily waste, which is then taken to the fields and used as organic fertilizer.
Ooh! They have to use their own poop for their food?
Being a socialist communist country, there are no advertisements in North Korea. Instead, almost everywhere you look, you'll see this government propaganda designed to inspire the people. This one says, unwavering loyalty. We had 5 North Koreans with us.
How's that supposed to be inspirational? It's just 4 signs that say unwavering loyalty, and I'm supposed to be like inspired. 3
guides, a driver, and a photographer. They were very friendly, always polite, and they did their absolute best to make sure that we felt at ease. But no matter how welcoming they seemed, there was no shaking this feeling that we were being watched. Always.
So walking into the nature reserve now, as much as I love, this is where this trip's going to be really tough for me, because As much as I love going around and seeing the things that they want you to see, the deer
Like, is he with a tour group right now in North Korea?
park, and we're going to visit a bank, which is going to be very interesting. What I'm interested in is what's going on beyond those mountains, and beyond those mountains, and in these villages. I've got a feeling there's not going to be a lot of human interaction on this trip, which makes me very sad. Give me a bag of your finest. A bag of your finest carrots, please, sir. I'll take whatever you've got. I'll take some corn. Get some corn, thanks, dude. There you go, dude. So they used.
That motherfucker just swallowed the whole cob! What?
There you go, dude. So they
He didn't even chew it!
used they raised them.
Oh, he's chewing it. Okay.
One of the reasons they raised them, for meat, is one of them, and also they cut off the antlers every couple of years, and they use the antlers to make some kind of medicine. Go away. Oh, fucking
Which
hell,
one is he
mate.
trying to give it to?
Fuck's sake. Yeah. Oh, you're scaring him off. You were scaring him off. Oh, fucking hell. I'm getting attacked by North Korean deers. Don't worry, I'm not from America. I'm not from fucking hell. I said the word America and they've all gone nuts. The fur changes colour.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah?
Very beautiful.
Oh, wow. The thing is, because we're feeding them,
Yep.
every time they see a white dude now, they're going to get hungry.
He gets killed by deer in North Korea. What a way to die.
Come with me to visit a mineral water factory.
Oh my god, because he can't. He just has to go to these boring ass facilities they're taking him to. He literally has no choice. This is like having an entirely planned school trip.
Yay. Mr. Moon, you said this is a factory.
Yeah.
This is a factory. Where are the factory workers? The people working here?
What's the day today?
The day today is
Saturday.
Thursday. Thursday? Yeah.
Nah, he was about to lie. He was about to say they were off. Yo, buddy was banking that it was a weekend. Nah. Yo, he actually was like, what day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. They don't have work. Where they at, though? Where are you keeping them?
What I've just noticed.
Where are they working? You got to have somebody working at a mineral plant. What is this, a gift shop?
This is a mineral water factory. The water runs straight from the mountain into this building, and there is kind of like a grotto. I'll get some more videos with my phone. Kind of like a grotto where there's just water pouring out and a cup where you can go and drink the water, and nothing else here, and no one else here. Let me show you what this thing looks like on a good camera. A little bit of the old. What did he say? Don't drink too much of it, because you could get sick.
Don't drink too much. You just drank an entire mouthful.
It's good.
Pretty much every individual house I saw in this region looked exactly the same. Simple white walls with blue roofs. In North Korea, all property is owned by the
And they look old, dude. Those are old-ass roofs. They need to be changed. That part's falling off. Like, you can see it's sagging.
state, and the people don't get to choose where they live. Housing and living arrangements are largely influenced by a family's political, social, and economic background. However, many believe that this traditional system is becoming outdated, with financial wealth playing an increasingly dominant role over social status. One thing that really impressed me with these new rural housing developments,
Yeah, these don't look bad.
my guide told me the government is currently building 500 high-quality homes in every county per year. With 145 counties across the country, that's a huge number of houses being put up.
Hi, how are you?
Well, because at the end of the day, I would also 100% be sure that there is a camera and a microphone in this man's hotel room. I would not say anything. I would not say anything that is against the country of North Korea until I got out of that, until I landed in a different country. I would not say anything that would diss Kim Jong-un or any people here. Oh my God, that'd be so scary. Because even though it is, you know, a crazy dictatorship and Kim Jong-un does some wild things inhibiting his people, they have to keep some sort of citizen happiness up, because at the end of the day, productivity is going to be massively down if everybody's insanely depressed and sad, impoverished and malnourished. So if you have, you know, a happy population, you're able to get more done.
Let's see what a North Korean hotel room looks like in 2025. What do we have? Coffee, tea, water. I think this is a heated bed scenario.
Water that doesn't cost $22 if I even open the bottle? Huh. North Korean hotels may not be that bad.
We've got a phone. Let's try and call someone. What? Hello, I'd like to speak to literally anyone outside of North Korea. No, you don't think so? Oh.
I just hate the color scheme, dude. It's just like a bland, like orangish brown and the red, and then it's just like sad roofs.
The windows have been
No one lives in those
sealed
houses.
shut.
There's no way they're empty.
We love that. We do love that. Good for fire emergencies.
First impressions of North Korea. We spent 2 hours traveling on a bus from the border of China. I reckon I saw about 20 people in that time.
In a 2-hour bus ride?
Not a lot of people, no cars, maybe like 1 or 2 taxis in that whole journey. People on bicycles, the people that I did see were on bicycles. They're out on the farm. I didn't see any farming equipment. I didn't see any, considering the amount of farming equipment there is here, no tractors, no harvesting crap, you know? Where I am now, Rason is an incredibly unique and a very, very unvisited part of North Korea, even before COVID. And it's very, very interesting. A lot of foreign investment. Think of it as a kind of experiment by the North Koreans to introduce some form of capitalism into the country. I'm going to learn about it. We're going to look around. We're here for 5 days.
Yeah, dude, because you don't fucking see businesses. It's just a bunch of random buildings. Like, what do the majority of North Koreans do for work? Obviously, a lot of people he already said, are farmland and stuff like that, but what do they do?
Forget about it. Chill out, man. Chill out. I'm going to bed.
There's no way it's just farming.
Bed.
I know it's probably, yeah, I mean, there's a crossing guard. Or not a crossing guard. That's a traffic. They don't have traffic lights in the biggest city in North Korea. Like, not having traffic lights isn't that crazy, but for your capital city. Well, this isn't the capital city. Oh. Taking a tree down here.
This. Okay, I guess I'm buying a whole deck of ciggies then.
So those are 727s.
Yeah.
727 stands for 7/27/1953, the day of the end of the Korean War. The most expensive.
The fucking cigarettes are the brand of the cigarettes are the date of the end of the Korean War.
One, and the most nationalistic one, and the one smoked by Chairman Kim.
Thank you, madam. So the cigarettes I bought back there in the souvenir shop, I used Chinese money for. Now you might be thinking, Mike, you're in North Korea. What are you doing using Chinese money? Rason, the district I'm in at the moment, is a special economic zone, which means that its economic policies differ from the rest of the country. Now, let's speak to someone who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, because I don't. Justin, what makes Rason different, and why is it a special economic zone?
So a special economic zone, such as Rason, invites foreign investment. So we have a lot of Russian and Chinese companies that are doing business here. It gives Northeast China easy access to the Rason port. Also, Vladivostok, the port there, freezes over for about half the year, so it gives the Russians access to a port that isn't frozen in the region.
Yeah.
And it also gives the DPRK the opportunity to earn hard foreign currency, which they can then put into social programs that are used to prop up
The rest of
the rest of the country and the social programs on which the DPRK exists.
I'd have to grab a motherfucker off the side of the road and be like, "Do you like living here? What is your daily life? Like, would I get in trouble for that?"
감사합니다. This is the Golden Triangle Bank in Rason, and I've just gone and opened up my own North Korean bank account. I'm sorry.
Credit's about a tank here. Opened a North Korean bank account. They let him do that. You're here for like a week. You, bro's here. I also just see your credit card.
Say cash card, but it's a North Korean bank account. And
oh, it's a cash card. Wait, also, yeah, what are you going to do with a North Korean credit card?
North Korean DPRK money, which you can not spend, really. This is primarily used by locals to pay their monthly electricity and water bills, which comes to a whopping 5 US cents per month.
That's how much why is electricity so cheap there? They only pay 5 US cents. They pay 5 cents a month for water and electricity.
And this is about £1. And I've got about 13,000 DPRK money.
13,000 DPRK money is only $1 or a pound, which is like what, $1.2? 1.1. Ride a bicycle.
Big TV screen out on the street playing a children's cartoon.
Bro said I need North Korea rent. Well, also, they probably make very little. Their rent's probably fairly cheap. Their electricity and water is probably fairly cheap, but they're not making like $50,000 a year.
It looks like locals have gathered around to watch it. Let's go and take a look. Hello, sir. Ayong.
Yeah, how fun. The fucking TV screen's glitching out.
How are you?
Wow, what a great TV show. You having fun watching the cartoon, man? I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking seizure watching that.
It was quite nice then, even having that very, very minute interaction with that man, shaking his hand and getting a smile from him. That is the absolute most interaction I've had an entire day with any member of the public here in North Korea. It's a strange atmosphere here in North Korea, and it's one that I fully expected. I mean, there's quite literally
Dude, it's like it literally looks like a deserted city.
No one here. It's strange as well.
And I wonder if, do you think no one's there all the time? Or do you think that they moved everyone out for this specific day? Not like made them leave, but I'm saying like this area's closed off for citizens. I would honestly just say this is what it looks like on a daily basis. Like sad, lonely. Move people out for sure? I really don't think so, dude. I feel like this is just a dead-ass town.
Also finding it incredibly strange to like not be able to just go and do my own thing. In the morning I won't be able to wake up and go for a walk. I won't be able to wake up and go and have food. You just always with. We've got 4 guides with us.
And what if I gotta take a piss?
4 people watching us at all times.
Dude, what are they doing?
For the past 5 years, there's been no travelling for you between here and Pyongyang?
Just individually.
Okay. Is that because of COVID or anything?
This is where I would start asking him very weird questions. So what do you think of the low taper fade meme? Oh, I have not heard of that. Oh, what do you think of well, what episode of Skibidi Toilet's your favorite?
Travelling for you between here and Pyongyang?
Just individually.
Okay.
Oh, have you seen this? And then I just start showing him like AI Walter White memes.
Is that because of COVID or anything?
COVID, yeah. Very
COVID.
serious.
Was COVID here for the whole 5 years? How long did COVID situation last?
answer okay, later.
Okay, can I ask you later?
Yeah, later.
Okay,
in the
great.
bar.
Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
In the bar, that's where I get this guy drunk. Then he opens up. He's like, it's fucking terrible here. He probably is worried, man. Because like these guys, they probably get paid well to be tourists or like tour guides. But if they fuck up and say something wrong, they probably get in mad trouble.
No camera.
So dark.
No camera. As you can see, my guy wasn't comfortable talking about COVID on camera, but off camera, he told me that the virus was sent over in a package attached to a balloon from South Korea. It spread.
What? He said that somebody in South Korea sent a package with COVID in it, and then everybody got COVID in North Korea.
Spread fast, but thanks to Kim Jong-un's quick action, North Korea completely contained the outbreak in exactly 90 days. Honestly,
that is fucking cap.
That's not too hard to believe, considering how easily...
Oh, actually, yeah, because he does have high control over his people. He probably could just quarantine the fuck out of everybody. And everybody's so far apart anyway in public, dude. There's no one. I would more likely say that somebody that trades with China in North Korea is how they got it. Because we've watched so many videos about how China and North Korea trade all the time. Somebody in China probably got COVID, traded with a North Korean man or woman, and then got sick and gave it to everybody.
What are we doing today? We're going to a bookshop, a North Korean bookshop. Government-approved authors, government-approved themes about the party, basically. And then we're going to maybe buy some propaganda memorabilia. And then we're going to go to see some schools, a secondary school.
Yo, I'd put on the glaze. I'd put on the glaze if I went to North Korea. Oh, I would be turbo dick rider for North Korea. If I had, oh my God, yeah. Oh my, are we ever going to meet Mr. Kim? Are we ever, I would love to shake his hand. So you're not killed? No, I don't think they would ever even let me in that country, dude. I've made too many videos shitting on North Korea. I have the Rason strip on my hand. like in the Interview movie. Oh my God. I'm like sitting there and I just have my hand cupped like this. I'm like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. I'm getting a little bit sweaty. Would you love to shake my hand?
So this is a foreign language bookshop, and I'd say 99% of the material here is about the leaders, about the party. Thank you. So these are anti-American propaganda postcards, knives, and these are American soldiers here. God.
Bro, but what's crazy is they would actually get cooked in a war with the U.S. Like, it's not even close. Like, their entire, I'm not, this is not like a flex or anything, but I'm saying, why are they producing this propaganda like North Korea is the strongest country in the world? Like, North Korea is not even like top 20 in terms of militaristic power.
Big North Korean soldier, lots of American soldiers in a crash plane down here.
Dude.
Like, I don't even know what this is. Is that whiskey? 30%? They're all 30%. Which is, like, fairly low for hard alcohol. Do you think 30's the max? It seems like that's all they're allowed to have.
Dude.
This is a bottle of North
Oh, that's so cool. Snake alcohol.
Korean rattlesnake brandy. And it's supposedly a classic drink here in DPRK. I'm gonna get a bottle of it and I'll update you on whether or not I can actually leave not just DPRK but get out of China with this thing. One of the guys picked up this book on Juche, North Korea's core ideology. In simple terms, it promotes total self-reliance, politically, economically, and militarily, rejecting any dependence on foreign powers.
But that's so, it's not even dependence. The idea of having imports and exports, oh my God. It's like just not understanding the idea of a flourishing society. The more people you're able to communicate and trade with, the more specialized you can be in an individual workplace, and the more happy and productive and more money people will make in a given profession. If you are a self-reliant country, this is also like going to, I gotta fucking put on a political warning on this. I understand what like Trump's doing with, all right, sorry, political warning. I understand what Trump's doing with, like trying to make like tariffs against different countries to influence, you know, certain things being brought back to the United States. And it makes sense with like very tech-based things like electric cars and big manufacturing facilities that make a lot of tech-based things that have high value and high-paying jobs. But us putting tariffs on like Canada or Mexico and kind of reducing the capacity we have to trade with them and have cheaper access to specific produce that we don't use here, or products that are cheaply made, cheaply shipped, and cheaply bought, is stupid, because we don't want those things here, because those things aren't going to give high-paying jobs. They're not going to fucking increase the U.S.'s GDP or well-being. So in that sense, it makes utterly no sense to do that. It's just going to get passed on to the consumer, and it's a bad idea there. Same thing with North Korea here, where you don't want to shut out other countries fully. Having a self-reliant country is not necessarily bad, but to say that you need a country that's closed off from the outside world, it's going to look like North Korea, right? Not always. This is just Joe Bart's take here. But to say we're going to limit ourselves as a country, right? North Korea, it's different because they're also smaller by scale, 30x. But in the United States, if we were to close off every piece of trade we have with everybody else, now we have to produce everything ourselves, which means you can't get as good at doing specific things because you have to know how to do more things, right? It's like being a decathlete. If you're a decathlete, you're good at 10 events, but you're not number one in the world. You're not top 10 in the world at any of them. If you get really good at one specific thing, you can rely on that for your own income, your own self-sustaining, you know, purposes, and then pay for other shit. Same thing on a country level, where if we have a bunch of people that are really good at specific things, we don't need to grow sugar cane in the U.S. We don't need to grow bananas here, because we can fucking buy them from another country that does that. And then that, for them, is a job that they can get really good at and ship off things, and then you can fucking globally trade with each other. It's just, it's the same thing. I remember when I was a kid, and I had to fix my fucking toilet, and it was leaking. I had to take apart my toilet, and I remember my grandpa was making me do this. It took hours. And I was like, yeah, I understand there's a purpose in me understanding this, but conversely, the whole point of a society, and I remember fucking thinking this then, is like, I want to just make enough money to where I can pay a motherfucker to fix my toilet. I've told this story before, but it's the idea of like, hey, if we get really good at one thing on an individualistic or countrywide perspective, then we can rely on that for our own growth. If you're North Korea and you do everything yourself, that's fucking great. You're never going to get really good at one thing. You're not going to make a lot of money because every citizen has to know how to fucking farm, how to fucking skin an animal. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving specific examples, right, where they have to know how to do more things because they can't get specifically good at one individual thing that they can use to then make income and fucking pay for other shit, which then helps other people's incomes, and it's a kind of circular economic situation.
Can you explain to me what these big circles on the floor are?
A mass dancing point.
Yeah.
Special occasions are
I don't know.
the birthday of President Kim Il-sung and
Yeah.
the birthday of General Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
So we had a grand mass dancing here.
Okay.
Young people, so the students.
On the birthdays of the leaders, students will come
celebration
around and
here.
they'll do some kind of choreographed dancing.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And what does this say over here? This big sign?
Yeah. Long live the revolutionary idea of.
I don't know. That makes no. Imagine on Trump's birthday, we all gathered around town square and started fucking doing a jig. Like, we just like gathered around town square and just started fucking dancing.
Korea is a socialist country. The first criterion for the calling socialist country, the first one is education completely free. It's also very easy to hang the bag. Our martial detail.
Is he explaining to me how a chair works? Is that a real person?
instruction
Oh
about
my god, I thought that person was, I thought that was a mannequin for a second. I understand the video was paused, but they were sitting with their arms down, just like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
our martial detailed instruction about
Bro, she's just sitting there. She's sitting there with her arms down. I was like, what the hell?
how to make it better.
So Marshal Kim Jong-un had these ideas
Yes, ideas.
to make
Oh, I hate chalkboards. I hate chalkboards.
this and make this bigger.
Yeah.
And that was his ideas that he
Yeah.
The
implemented.
noise is, oh.
Interesting.
Is this in the school?
What is? It's a thick forest. Yeah, okay. Now think about why the
She had to stand up to say that shit's a rainforest. It says it on the fucking screen.
rainforests are endangered and what you have to do to protect them. Okay? Yes. Discuss in groups.
Why are they talking in English? Why are they speaking and writing in English? Is this English class?
And play some roles.
Hey,
Oh, hi, sir.
hi. Oh, what are you doing?
And you see, we are picking up the flowers. Yes. Look at me, I'm that Bill right there.
This just seems choreographed. Oh my god, this is so weird.
Yes, I see the too.
Oh my God, good heavens.
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, it's not right. Yes, nowadays this is getting wrong and because you just get wrong.
Hello, my name is Michael. Can you say Michael? Perfect, perfect. I'm from
Then I loop all of them in and I just show them Marvel Rivals gameplay on my phone. And they all just go.
Wow, and what's your name?
My name is Kim Jin-hyun.
Put your hands up if your favorite subject is English. You like English? Cool. What's your favorite thing about English?
My favorite thing is conversation.
Conversation, me too. I love conversation. You're the English teacher. Nice to meet you. Michael, nice to meet you. What do you like about the countryside? Beautiful?
Another question. They can never leave North Korea. This is going to be a stupid question, potentially. Why are they learning English? Other countries, many countries that do not speak English as a primary language learn English as a secondary language because English is a very predominant thing that you can learn to make a lot of money in a career. Why are they learning English if they're never going to get a job where they speak English? They live in the trade region, but they don't trade. The only people they trade with is Russia and China. They don't trade with Australia. They're not trading with people that speak English.
What do you like about the countryside? Beautiful?
Now, and the wise leadership of our family.
Oh shit, dude, that actually looked like a fucking slip there. I'm not even trying to go conspiracy. You're right. I didn't even peep that. Like, it looked like she was like, oh fuck. Yeah, she had a lock in for that answer.
What do you like about the countryside?
The countryside has been changing.
Yes. I don't know. No, how has it been changing?
Now, new houses were built and
Yes.
also gymnasium, park, and swimming pool, and
Yeah.
so on were also built. Do you like daughters or sons?
Do I have a daughter? I have no children, but I think I would like to have a daughter because girls are much nicer than boys. Do you think so?
Yes.
I think girls are more polite. Boys are not polite. What do you think?
I think so, but it's very different.
Oh my god, dude, literally. Bro, this is like influencer try not to get canceled shit. They're literally just like, I can't say the wrong thing. I can't say the wrong thing here. I can't say the wrong thing here. I need a lock in.
Some boys are more polite than some girls.
Okay, I agree.
I think you are.
Thank you so much. One day, would you like to visit any
Don't speak each other. Bro, they got like wrong English on this fucking board. Like right behind her head, it says don't speak each other. That's not even a fucking sentence. Read that. Don't speak each other. What? Odds is this room's created a week before the visit. Oh yeah, no, they don't fucking sit in this classroom. Oh yeah, no, these kids were picked for this position. She looks nervous as fuck.
One day, would you like to visit any other countries? Yeah? What countries would you like to
No. No. I would never want to go to another country.
visit?
They're going to say China.
Of course, England, because I learned English.
Yeah.
And then Chinese and so on.
Very cool. I've been to China. Very nice, very beautiful country.
Have you ever heard of Fort Lauderdale, Florida? Have you ever wanted to go to New York City?
How many times?
Like, just, why is he talking? Well, I mean, yeah, it's because English isn't their first language, but so he's talking slow. You should, if you ever go to the United States, make sure to check out Kensington, Philadelphia, or PA. Go to Kensington, Pennsylvania.
Have you been to China?
I've
O Block is a great vacation place.
been to China 3 times. Yeah. 1 year ago, I traveled across all of China with a truck driver. His name was Mr. Chen, and he was awesome.
How long did it take?
It took me about 5 days. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't think we can see her. Can we bring up the spotlight a little bit more? She looks a little undersaturated. Why don't we turn up the brightness?
What you're
I want it to be like she's actually on the sun right now.
about to see is the very latest #1 chart-topping
yeah, there we go.
single released by the DPRK, performed by the Children's Academy of Rajin. It's called Friendly Father.
Let's sing about Kim Jong-un. This doesn't feel real, bro. Like, I'm watching this and I feel like I'm watching like a sketch cartoon.
While we enjoy some little North Korean space aliens dancing, I thought I'd share my thoughts on this experience. Almost every song that comes out of the DPRK is, as expected, a tool of worship towards the country's current or former leaders. The recurring theme...
Bro, they don't get to experience music, man. Like, people, like, a lot of music is, like, complaining about specific situations or sharing certain life experiences in, like, a musical format where, they don't get to live that. Obviously, they may experience, like, classical music or just, like, instrumental stuff because that's, you know, neither here nor there. You're just listening, like, Mozart or something. But to have to sit there and never... have heard, bro said no Cardi. No, not Playboy Cardi, bro. I'm saying just never having heard any genre of music. Never hearing any sort of hip hop, no rap, no rock, no reggae, no anything. Just songs glazing Kim Jong-un and like classical instruments. That's so weird.
That they probably don't have much choice in the matter, since openly speaking out against the leadership would lead to arrest. The public image of Kim Jong-un is more than that of a leader. To them, he's a god.
Lock back in. Bro, them doing a performance and there being literally military rockets behind them is... what the fuck am I watching? They were showing a water park, whatever, you're showing off your country. Now we're showing off rockets being lit off. End of part 1, there's going to be a part 2.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
They look so nervous. What do you think will happen when Kim Jong-un dies? We got to watch part 2 when that comes out. Excited for that. Let me know when that drops, chat. All right.